Let's do a tutorial. Okay, everyone, we're gonna grab our C31. Feels so good to say the names. And I'm gonna grab my eyeshadow base and we'll just start to work this on the lid. Press that in. And just look how nice that fits around the brow. Look at that. Really quickly, fun fact, these two brushes, the E27 and the E28, are named after my parents' race cars. So my dad had number 27 and my mom had number 28. So we're gonna grab the E27. We're gonna go back to the 28 in just a second, but we're gonna lay down our crease color. I figured we would just do a really pretty cut crease, something minty, but we're gonna do neutrals in the crease. So I'm gonna grab this shadow right here. We'll start with this one. Notice I'm grabbing on the side of the E27, and from here, I'm gonna relax my eye, and I wanna bring my crease up higher. So normally we would think, oh, I'm gonna shut my eye to find my crease, but we're creating a much larger lid space. And this tiny brush is going to fit perfectly through here. So I can shut my eye now because I now have my guideline. I'll keep it open over this way. And then once I have that, then we can shut the eye and start to press back and forth and start our shape. So now, you see this? You see this delicious little brush here? This is the E28. And we're gonna use this one and we're gonna tap this out a little bit. So I'm gonna take the side of the brush and start to press back and forth and transition this. Now don't worry if your lid looks a little messy. We have a brush for that. So I'm just gonna let this run so y'all can see this transition. I do want you to remember that I'm using the side of my brush. Look at that transition already. So what it's doing is it's picking up this first shade that we laid down and it's going to push it into this other shade that we're transitioning with. So you'll have the dark color, your next transition, and then that next transition. So I want you to also keep in mind, I designed this brush for this pressing motion. I find that this pressing motion just blends your eyeshadow so seamlessly. A lot of times with most brushes, oh, it feels so good to talk about this, but with most brushes, they are designed to do windshield wiper motions. And it does work, but what tends to happen is over blending. So not only did I design these brushes for application, but also for fixing mistakes. I still make mistakes. This is up way too high. Again, this is the C31. We use this to apply our eyeshadow primer. Now, with whatever's left on here, I'm actually gonna make sure there's not too much. We need to make sure there's not too much. That seems just about right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this across and I kind of start here at the edge of my eyebrow, and we're gonna take this and just kind of press this in. Notice that I'm going above. We're not touching the crease. We're just going right above and cleaning that up. It's gonna help blend everything as well. Look at that already. Look at how clean that looks compared to that. We're gonna get extra spicy and we're actually gonna add a little bit of black eyeshadow, but just a little tiny tap. And notice I grabbed it on the tip of the brush. I'm gonna grab a little bit more. And the gnat is gonna sabotage everything. Anyways, black eyeshadow on the tip of the brush because now we need a little bit more precision. So let's just really press that on the deepest part of our cut crease. Look at that precision. Bring it all the way over here. So I'm always multitasking. I had to go film a TikTok. Look at that precision. Look at that. Please look at this. Okay, let's do this side. So since we're gonna do a very minty color, we're actually just doing my colors of the brand. We're gonna use a white eyeshadow base. I might need a little bit more than that. Just kind of throw on some white eyeshadow base. I lost the lid. I found the lid. I'm trying to put my makeup away. Try to keep it organized. It's out of control. You're gonna notice how flat the C31 is. That's what you need for a cut crease. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm kind of gonna just tap a little bit. Then we're gonna get closer up here and then I kind of tap it and pull it. Tap it and pull it. When I'm kind of tapping it, I'm placing it where I want it. A lot of times we're all not comfortable just coming in here and doing a big swoop. I'm out of control. So if you're still intimidated and you're not quite ready for the swoop, the best thing for you to do is to just kind of tap it and pull. Tap it a couple times. You're kind of placing it where you want it, pushing it up towards the crease, and then just kind of pull it. Now remember, I'm wild and I know my eye shape, so I'm just going to go in a little bit haphazardly. Get ready for the spice. We're going to grab our Rose and Ben Beauty color here. Make sure that our base is nice and tapped out. I have the Rose and Ben Beauty E28, and we are just going to pat this on the lid. Look how evenly it spreads it. Look at that. Go ahead and bring it all the way out here. Just gonna press it all the way up. All right, I'm going to introduce you to this one. Are you ready? You've seen this one. I know you've seen it. So we are going to do a wing liner, but first things first, I'm going to take the shadow that I have here on my lid, and you'll notice it's on this brush. So now I'm going to take this, and we can really bring this shadow all the way up to our crease. I'm telling you, all of the brushes are going to be multi-purpose. Let me show you what did all that spice. We have the E26. You'll notice that it's bent. That's gonna make everything so much easier. Now I want a spicy wing today, but I do want you to notice, we can start small. Look at the precision, and it's bent, so it's gonna be much easier to control. So a lot of us don't like the big mega wing. So you are able to do a nice little precise baby wing. Also do a spicy mega wing. That's what I'm doing today. Look at that precision. Fill in the gaps. Let's finish the face. Okay, so the C40. You've seen it, you love it. It's no longer a prototype. This is my bronzer brush. Now, if you follow me, you know that I like definition, but I don't like very harsh lines. Now, if you do want to create a more sculpted look, you can. But for this one, it's just going to fit right here. You're going to be able to place it, and then you're going to press it. Let me just show you. So let's start to press this. You'll notice that it's going to go on pretty wild, and then as you press, remember, always press, because I do have my foundation on and I have my face set. So you want to make sure that you're pressing where you do not disturb your foundation. Look at that. It just diffuses it. Yet if you do that initial press right here, you get that perfect definition and sculpt. So then it's going to fit around here beautifully. And again, it's so cool because I'm really and truly not introducing this to you. You've seen it for about 1.5 years. I mean, Ben is over here checking. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe how fast these are going. I can't believe it. I am blown away. I love all of you so much. The C41. Today we're going to use it for brush, but tomorrow I'm going to show you how I use it with powder foundation. Right now I have some blush on it, and I'm going to go ahead and apply my blush through here today. Notice the shape, how it's angled, so it fits perfectly right here, and you can really see it. Let me grab some more. You can really see how the brush fits right here on the face, and it just deposits the perfect amount. It warms my heart. I love you, little brush. So now we're back to the E27, and we're picking up that first shade that we laid down, and we're just going to start to press that underneath here. Notice how it fits under here wonderfully as well. I'm telling y'all, I thought long and hard about these brushes. Now E27 for the inner corner highlight. Originally I designed this just for the inner corner, but I realized, and I reworked it a little bit more, and I realized you can use it for so many different things. So I have my product here on my brush, and I will say it does fit in your inner corner quite nice. It's pretty spicy. Now back to the C30. I always had to clean up around my lips. I kind of stopped doing this because y'all would always ask about the brush. I'm sorry. Well, it's the Rose and Ben C30. So I do want you to notice that I kind of just go around it. And I don't even have any product on the brush, and then I wipe it like that. So go around. Right. This is the finished look. This feels surreal. I cannot believe that it's here. And I don't have to hide them. They were on my vanity and this little owl cup. And I had to be really careful not to grab one because I didn't want to give away what they actually look like. So they're here. I'm so excited for this week's looks. I'm so excited to share these with all of you. Ben and I are just over the moon. We love y'all so much, so much. And go shop yourself some brushes.